Shut up, Smarks. Ring Rust Redux. No, I won't tap out. I won't tap out. All of you buzzards suck. Just stop watching Raw. Stop watching Raw. Now part of the Club Kayfabe creative community. So starting things off for WWE Clash of Champions. Now is it Clash of Champions or Clash of the Champions? Clash of Champions, because there are two, like the WCW one I think was Clash of the Champions. That was the one that came on TBS. So, once again, it's for the SmackDown brand. It'll take place at the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts, and be broadcast on the WWE Network. And possibly some traditional pay-per-view. Although they seem to be really getting away from, except for their big ones, getting away from traditional pay-per-view, which they pioneered. So they said, okay, well, I guess we're done with traditional pay-per-view now, so LOL, nope. So, starting things off with the pre-show, Zack Ryder will be taking on Mojo Rawley. And all things considered, as much as I like Zack Ryder, I think the fact that Mojo Rawley just donned his Snidely Whiplash mustache and was twirling it mercilessly for the past couple of weeks. And I think it's probably safe to say Mojo Rawley's going to win this match. I don't know if you want to take it to Vegas or anything and put money down. You guys take WWE bets? On what? On a Zack Ryder match? No, we don't. Oh, okay. Are you betting Zack Ryder's going to win? I suppose anything's possible. Are there any tornadoes expected? Any lightning strikes, maybe? So, probably not. Okay, well, go over to fake Vegas over there. Okay, Atlantic City it is. Who said that? Anyway, so, that's my prediction. Mojo Rawley's going to win that match. The Club Kayfabe creative community, bringing together creative people from all walks of life and giving them a platform to show off their talents. Podcasters, artists, cosplayers, authors. Check out all the information about the Club Kayfabe creative community at ckcconline.com. So starting things off, to the main show. So there's like 3 different tag team matches. And there's like 6 matches. So yeah, so there's tag, single, like that. And that's fine. I'm sure that none of these tag team matches will be in the main event. So we got Breezango, which is Fandango and Tyler Breeze, taking on the Bludgeon Brothers, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. So that's kind of another foregone conclusion type of match, really, because Bludgeon Brothers just re-debuted, like Harper and Rowan just re-debuted, like less than a month ago as the Bludgeon Brothers, and Breezango are allergic to winning, shall we say? They seem to have an adverse sort of reaction to the act of winning a wrestling match. Not that they don't, they just seem to have some sort of adverse reaction. They break out in hives or something like that. I don't know. Maybe Fandango or Tyler Breeze have convinced themselves that they'll catch some sort of venereal disease if they win. It's like, oh no, we can't be on top of anybody. That's going to cause, we're going to get chicken pox or something. Not that that's a venereal disease, but we're talking about Tyler Breeze and Fandango here, not the sharpest tools in the shed. So maybe they'll say, oh wait, oh no, not smallpox. Oh, I don't know. I had that when I was a kid. And that was, wait, no, I don't think I had smallpox when you were a kid. No, I'm pretty sure I had smallpox. Did you mean chicken pox? No, I'm a vegan. What? What? So, anyway, yeah, Bludgeon Brothers all the way with this one. Breezango might not even get any offense in, but I guess we'll see.
Hey, what's up? This is referee Tony X, and you're listening to Ring Rust on CHMR.
Yes! Yes! Mind-taking! Stick with the kid, baby!
It says right here, diagnosis, fractured ass.
You there!
What's your story?
I'm Ernie Devlin, and I don't question it.
Oh, I like that. Don't budge. I'm taking your mind. Mind encryption, perhaps?
You're listening to Wrestling Superstar, the Triple X Sex Express Sex Yeti, and you're listening to Ring Rust, the one and only wrestling talk radio show.
Now part of the Club Kayfabe creative community. So next up for WWE Clash of Champions on the WWE Network, we got a Lumberjill match, which is a Lumberjack match, but it's women, so it's Lumberjill. So, I'm not the originator of that joke. I don't even think it's referenced in wrestling itself, is it? Maybe maybe they joked about it when it was still Divas, and they had Lumberjill matches. So, well, when they had an Iron Man match for the NXT Women's Championship, they didn't call it an Iron Woman match. I did, but they didn't. So, I don't know. Maybe they're just being equal opportunity, equal rights, I guess. Not a bad thing, certainly. But, it just seems humorous anyway. Humorous like a smack to the elbow. So, we have Charlotte Flair defending her championship against Natalya. And you know how I am. I tend to side with the champion to defend. So, that's where I'm going with this one. Not to say Natalya won't eventually win. Certainly, she deserves it. But she's also the kind of performer who doesn't seem to mind helping other performers look better. All the same, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised or disappointed if Natalya were to win, but I'm not gonna say one way or the other that I think that she's likely to win this match. Nothing against her. I like her. But Charlotte Flair is the champion, so I suspect she's probably going to defend. And I think Natalya is probably going down. You're listening to Ring Rust REDUX on Jabronology TV. Now part of the Club Kayfabe creative community. So back to the WWE Clash of Champions pre-preview from the WWE Network. Fatal 4-way for the Tag Team Championships. We have the champions, Jimmy and Jey Uso, taking on Running Scared, which is what I also call them American Omega, but I call them Running Scared in the theme song that I have on computers. Like, oh, okay, might as well go that, route with the whole 80s movie with Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines. So, with an unmarked police car with unmarked police car spray painted on the side of it. So, or was it just police car? I don't remember which one it was from the poster of it. So it's Running Scared, which is Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. See? 'Cause it's, hashtag not racist. Versus The New Day, which is Xavier Woods and or Kofi Kingston and or Big E Langston. So I'll qualify which of it it's, if it's Rudy Booty or Booty Tooty or Tooty Rudy, when next week is made aware of who's gonna anyway. And Happy Rusev Day, which is Alexander Rusev and Aiden English. So, contrary to how I normally do it, as I just mentioned with the Lumberjill match, I think I'm gonna call it the other way, actually. I'm gonna call for one of the other teams to actually win this match. Not to say the Usos aren't gonna win. Not to say it's not likely they're gonna retain their titles, but I'm just saying it seems like it might be time for Running Scared to get the title, maybe, or maybe just be seriously in the hunt for it. Maybe they'll come really close to winning this time, and there'll be like a steel cage match or Falls Count Anywhere or whatever match on SmackDown, because that's where it's important on SmackDown, apparently, for stuff too, anyway. So, the road to the Raw after WrestleMania starts here, because Raw after WrestleMania seems that much more important, because they talk about Raw at WrestleMania. Not that they shouldn't keep the storylines going. It just seems a lot of what they do at WrestleMania is geared towards the Raw after WrestleMania. But anyway, WrestleMania is supposed to be where they end one feud and begin another feud, basically, is what I've heard. So, and that's fantastic. That's how it really should be, but, you know, I don't know. Maybe Raw should have pay-per-view ramifications rather than pay-per-views having Raw ramifications. So, or ramifications. Sorry, gotta catch my breath. So maybe I'll just set it off for Running Scared, and that's who I'm gonna predict is gonna win. Oh my god. Well, I'm out of breath now after that lame joke. It's that time of year again. Time to get in your votes for the Ring Rust Year-End Top 50 Countdown, where I run down my favorite and your favorite wrestling-related songs and wrestling engine themes from 50 all the way to number 1. Just like CHMR's Ring Rust on Facebook, and post your vote in the appropriate thread. Check it out on the last Friday of this year and the first Friday of next year. Macho fact. Randy Savage wears the food chain around his neck. And the Macho Man has given a snake a high five. Like me on Facebook, tinyurl.com/ringrust. Follow me on Twitter @MarkJabroni. And subscribe to Jabronology TV, youtube.com/fanboymarkjabroni. This is Fanboy Mark Jabroni. You are listening to Ring Rust, now part of the Club Kayfabe creative community. So next up, we have a triple threat for the WWE United States Championship, which sees champion Baron Corbin taking on Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Not that I don't like Baron Corbin. I like where he is, where he's going. I mean, I understand what WWE's doing with him, so, you know, I don't hate him in any stretch of the imagination. So, you know, I do like, I will go back to my original tactic and say, I'm going to just say the champion's going to defend, because it seems as likely, I guess, that there's a 1 in 3 chance he's going to defend his title. Let's just say there's at least a 1 in 3 chance he'll defend his title. Not to say Bobby Roode or Dolph Ziggler don't deserve to have the U.S. Championship at some point, or even this pay-per-view. That's how I'm going to predict it, and I'll be pleasantly surprised if it's either of the other two, since I'm a bigger fan of the other two than I am of Baron Corbin's. So we'll just see how that goes. Meanwhile, I predict he's just going to continue being superhuman long enough to defend his title. You're listening to Ring Rust REDUX on Jabronology TV.
Seek and ye shall find, or I'll flick your ear. Wait for it. Oops. Friendly fire.
You're listening to Ring Rust REDUX on Jabronology TV. So next up, we have the final tag match of WWE Clash of Champions on the WWE Network. Out of Boston, Massachusetts in the TD Garden. So you know me, I like making up tag team names when there are no tag team names already in existence. Hence, Running Scared / American Omega. Whichever you prefer, go with it, you know. And then the Rudy Tooty Booty for the New Day. So anyway, Happy Rusev Day and all that stuff. So we have Mamushi, which I don't know how that's pronounced. Maybe it's Mamshi, might be as well, because apparently U isn't really pronounced in Japanese, as in Asuka, and Shinsuke Nakamura. So it's Mamushi. It's a Japanese snake. Because the tag team is Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura. Ha ha ha. And they're taking on un-Canadians, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, because, you know, they're not acting polite like Canadians are supposed to act, because they're not polite. And yeah, so I kind of figure no titles on the line, so it could go either way. It could, in actuality, go either way. I'm going to predict, though, that the more Mongol team of Mamshi, that's how I'm going to pronounce it, I guess, Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura are going to come out on top of this match. They're going to come out and win, and who knows who's going to get the pin. I don't usually predict who's going to pin who, how the match is going to end. I mean, I might, if I think, you know, someone's going to retain a title or something by nefarious means, I'll say this person will land their finisher on this person, and then the champion will run in, throw at the person who landed their finisher, and then pin the one who was knocked out. So that might be as close as I'll come, because, you know, that's what Snidely Whiplash champions do. They cheat to win, and other Eddie Guerrero kind of stuff. Like me on Facebook, tinyurl.com/ringrust. Follow me on Twitter @MarkJabroni, and subscribe to Jabronology TV, youtube.com/fanboymarkjabroni. So this is Fanboy Mark Jabroni. You are listening to Ring Rust, now part of the Club Kayfabe creative community. So ending things off for WWE Clash of Champions on the WWE Network is the WWE Heavyweight Championship match, which sees champion AJ Styles defending against Jinder Mahal, with apparently the Singh brothers in his corner, according to Wikipedia anyway. I can't imagine, but oh well, we'll see how that goes. Maybe they're gluttons for punishment. Maybe they just like the way his fist feels on their faces. I don't know. Some people joke of geese. So I'm going to predict that AJ Styles is going to defend his title, because that's kind of what I do. Not necessarily just playing safe. It's a lot of that. But it's also that 9 times out of 10, might even go as far as say 99 times out of 100, the champion does defend. Unless they're a transitional champion. I don't like, well, nobody, I'm guessing, likes transitional champions, because it means the company doesn't take that champion seriously. And even though you butthurt tossed by internet wrestling fans didn't take Jinder Mahal seriously either, he was the WWE champion. So he has as much right to believe he could possibly win the title as anyone could have of winning. So I'm going to predict that AJ Styles is going to defend, because I think he's got it all figured out. He takes one look at Jinder Mahal and says, I got you figured out. I can tell all your evil ways. And ending things off for this week, from their album Freak Me Out to the Deluxe, here's Potmaster with The Ringing. That's it for another show, kiddies. Check me out on Facebook, where you can keep track of all the news that's right on the mark, from around ringside to the latest concerts. See you at the shows. Later days.
This is 93.5 CHMR FM.